and the conclusion to one of my favorite fights of this year, Gintoki versus Takasugi, come to an end in this chapter. It's just like, like what I said, like I've already not spoken of in these chapters. Like, I love this fight. It's crazy. Like last week, I will say, last week just brought the feels. I was crying in last week's chapter. I felt really bad for Gintoki, and just when this chapter was just showing everything that got like accumulated all up into this chapter. Those feels, man, those fucking feels. That's what I just get. And in this chapter we got to see like exactly a little bit more in the past story. We saw that piece of shit Oboro. Fuck Oboro. Like, I know he was there when his master died and all that, but I was wondering where was he throughout this entire flashback, and it's like good to see that we actually saw him there and it's like, oh, they just pretty much just sacrificed their own lives. It's like, fuck you, Oboro. Like, it's not like Gintoki wanted to do it, and it's like when like Takasugi lost it and he went to charge in, and you saw like, you know, they just point out a sword and he just got stabbed straight in the eye. If I remember in the Jump Festa that he lost his eye against like one of the Amantos or something like that in a fucking manly ass fight. So I guess this is like canon now to show like what actually happened, because I mean that was a Jump Festa, like a little A&Z sort of thing. So yeah, like I'm glad that we finally got to sort what this was all about. And I was gonna say, the last thing he saw in that eye, and I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little bit teary-eyed again, and I was like, nope, I'm not gonna cry again. I shouldn't cry 2 weeks in a row, and it was when I saw that, it was when I saw Gintoki crying. He was there in absolute tears, because he just killed his master, and it's like, Gintoki cherishes this man more than anyone else. We saw, like, they kept showing those panels, it's like, exactly what as we saw, it's like, he was his master. He was pretty much his father figure at that point. Like, he raised him, and you know, he had to do that to his master to save everyone else. And I just like the way how he said is that even if I use my master's corpse as a stepping stone, even if I use your dead ass body as a stepping stone, I'll make sure that I bring out that student. And I was like, oh my god, like you are the student of like Takasugi. And I was like, god damn it, like just fucking emotional. And he's like, even to this day, he still sees me as a student and all that. It's like, I guess I didn't graduate, and it was just like, that, just how these guys were just fighting was just fucking just raw emotions. Like, Takasugi's sword broke, and he was using like pretty much the like metal part of it, just stabbing him with it, and Gintoki, even his sword was kind of getting fucked up at this point. It was like, geez, he's still trying to fight him with a wooden sword. Gintoki, I know you're powerful, but you're gonna have to pick up that metal wood, like instead of that wooden one. You're broken. You're broken strong, but it's like we've seen it time and time that it has been broken before. So I don't know, especially after what happened at the end of this chapter, like fucking piece of shit got stabbed. I was like, oh my god, fucking some piece of shit stabbed Takasugi, and I was like, right, this shit. And now we know from that staff, that's Oboro. That has to be Oboro, since like, you know, this whole shit is going down right now. We need him. He was one of those people that were there during the execution, so we need to see that he's going to be there. And you know, who knows, maybe we might get a little bit of the rematch between them. Like, and that means, does this mean like Takasugi's going to die? I wouldn't be surprised if Takasugi dies, and then hell, we have like a little break after this arc, and then we go into war. That would be awesome, but I imagine everything's going to be resolved in this like next few chapters and stuff like that, that we're going to have this bang conclusion. But another question is that like, I know this is pretty much off topic, but what happened to the Kagura and Kami fight? I'm loving this stuff right now, but I really do want to see what's going on with their fight right now. It's like, you had that start of the chapter, and then you had like Gintoki and Takasugi just going at it for like weeks upon weeks, and it's like, I really do want to see the Kagura versus Kami fight, because I am interested about how freaking crazy their fight is going to be, because, you know, they're freaking like stronger than everyone. Like, they're actually going to come out there and bring out like throw mountains at each other. That's how strong they are. But it's like, I've got to say, love this chapter again. Another great one. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. Didn't like get me like it did last week, although I'm not gonna lie, the Gintoki bit of this part just got me a little bit nearly teary-eyed and all that. But it's like, I fucking love Gintama, guys. I fucking love it. But that's all for me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys